Hello everybody, how are you doing today? My name is ZachTG, and today we're going to continue the Chapter 6 investigation of the Danganronpa blind playthrough. Now of course, before I actually start this, before I actually continue the investigation, I went ahead and rewatched some of my older videos, and I kind of noticed a bit something from the very first execution, in fact, right at the very start of the game. Yeah, the hidden room present here, these are the headmaster's bones, and those bones kind of look very, very similar to the bones that fell out of the rocket during that intro cutscene right at the very start of the game. So I pretty much have to assume, yeah, that this was Monokuma's doing, and he killed the headmaster right before we had ever set foot in Hope's Academy. What kind of looks like. And maybe it'll just come up later on. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's continue on. Of course, the next room to check happens to be, well, the headmaster's room. So, let's get started. Alright, just bring up the map, and there's the headmaster's room, which kind of looks like a presidential bench. Hello, Gimmick, how are you doing today? So, you went through Chapter 2 of this game, is that right? This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Ah, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Yep, the end of Chapter 2. Yep, poor Mondo. So, I'm guessing you're working on Chapter 3 right now. Oh, here, something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically words I can't pronounce. Ostentatious desk. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ostentatious. Class 78 student registry? It contains profiles for all of us. And Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. Yeah, I do see it right there. This must be where Kyoko got that page. Yeah, since she did invade this room, and since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
in other words,
there could be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Oh, you've been using the gumball machine to get to 75% of the presents? Okay. I've actually looked through some of the trophies in here, and if I notice that one of the trophies here is like to get 999 Mondo coins, or Monokuma coins, and so I've been getting a whole bunch of the Mondo coins, Monokuma coins. I'm trying to get up to 999, so I'm trying to avoid getting the presents until I reach 999, because I think you have to get them all at once. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. Yeah, I don't think she really wanted to be caught by Monokuma. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there is more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Oh, you seen the end of this chapter? Oh boy. What kind of information is it? Why'd you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report, put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Oh, that's how Kyoko learned she was the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. Oh jeez. Not a single one? Dang, she's lucky. Well, lucky before she arrived at Hope's Peak, anyway. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair, which I think we learned is a group of people, so yes, so there's at least another person there who's probably working with Mukuro. I just don't know who it is yet. It's probably the mastermind for sure, since we know she isn't the mastermind. Will I be doing Danganronpa 2 after Trigger Happy Havoc? I'm debating on that. I may just go ahead and do another game yet. I'm still working on that. I'm still thinking. I know at the very least I gotta work on Zero Time Dilemma in the future, because I really gotta finish out the Zero Escape series. I don't think there could be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? Yeah. So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Yeah, that's a strange thing, honestly. Maybe the Mastermind thought that Mukuro didn't have a more use, I think. I just don't know. Plus, even the Headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. Well, I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. Yeah, I really don't recognize her, I think. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. What? And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 32, 31, 22, 32. Okay, 5'7", 97. Is there anything in the report card about that? I should probably check all the women. No. 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 Junko's the only one that fits the bill. Is he trying to lead me on to think that Mukuro's similar to Junko? Wait a minute. Is Byakuya trying to tell me that those two are working together? Oh my goodness. So if those two are similar build, then maybe Junko's still alive. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance this body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Well, it could be, Junko's body. Either Mukuro's the mastermind and this is Junko's body, or this is Mukuro, or Junko's the mastermind and this is Mukuro's body. One of the two now. It's one of the two now. That is if I believe Byakuya. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Okay, Mukuro's profile has been added. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me.
Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford.
What are you saying?
Just what I think. Call it a hunch.
A hunch? So he still suspects Kyoko. He still suspects Kyoko. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Alright, so let's investigate this office. Class 78, Student Registry. Apparently, that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning. And Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. Then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Oh yeah, I noticed in the extras, yeah, they do cost Monokuma coins. Yeah, so while I'm thinking about the Monokuma coins, I'm probably gonna try to collect 999 coins first, and then I'll worry about getting all the presents, and then I'll worry about the extra stuff. And why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Well, we got papers scattered all around the floor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. And I have a feeling that Kyoko was just too calm to, like, scatter them around herself. So those being left by the headmaster, maybe. Oh, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Okay. Okay, doesn't this sword look familiar? There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Oh, not gonna discuss the sword anymore. Okay. One last thing to investigate here. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with piles and thick books. And that's it, apparently. So let's go explore the 5th floor now. We got 2 locked rooms up there. Oh wait, no, 1 locked room, and 2 places we have not seen yet. Are we 2 places we are reinvestigating and 1 locked room? Okay, well, I want to explore the crime scene first. Let's see if there's any new information. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. I think apparently Monokuma must have collected the body. But where did it take him? And, well, all the other bodies, I presume. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. If it's not here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so... I better look into it. Yeah, where the heck did that tarp come from? The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Nice English there, buddy. Nice English. The killer might have left some clue behind here. It's clues behind here, not clue. Another mistake. Yeah, another translation error. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. Biolab. Yeah, I definitely have not investigated that yet. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab? Yeah, I think one thing about Chihiro was the guy in Chapter 2. Once I heard Mondo saying that Chihiro was a dude at one point, probably after we discovered the body. I thought it was just a simple typo, or that it might have been something more. Apparently it was something more once I realized that Chihiro was a guy after all, and that he was incredibly suspicious right there. Then, this originally came from the Biolab. And yep, there's the tarp from Biolab. Okay, anything else I'm supposed to investigate in the garden? That's all I really needed to check here. But where could her body have gone? I better start looking for it. Well, I might as well start looking in the Biolab because that's where the tarp came from. But first, I need to finish checking out the dojo. Oh, hello, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, because Chihiro was a guy after all. Even though, I think Hina and, a side cut? No, not side cut. Even though Hina and Sakura tried to offer Chihiro on multiple occasions to spend some time in the girls' locker room together, but Chihiro didn't. So that's why he was a guy. But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't
problem?
tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down upon. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay, well, the dojo is officially a dead end, so Now, officially, I'm gonna go to the biolab. Okay, let's see what secrets the biolab holds. Oh my goodness. Isn't it a little cold for a biolab? I don't know. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Well, I have a pretty good idea where that tarp came from. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Now I'm gonna investigate more in the matter, huh? Okay. Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Perhaps these freezers have anything to do with it? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... there's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Well, I think we have a pretty good idea where the bodies went. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. If this is where all the dead bodies were stored, then I think there's something off. Yeah, something definitely looks off to me. Okay, so there were 16 students before to start with, and there's 6 of us now. Should there be 10 bodies? Instead, why are 9 of the lights glowing? That's what I'm seeing. Did Malkuma happen to stack 2 bodies on top of each other? No, I doubt he would do that. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall, and on the left side a bunch of glowing blue lights, but only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. What more do you want me to investigate? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems are activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Okay, well, there's the biolab's secret. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when the slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... well, there's the biolab lights. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. What can I open one of the lockers just to confirm there's dead bodies in there? Some kind of weird machine, let's have a bunch of weird blue lights, some of the lights are on. Oh, yeah, I didn't have the dialogue. It's one of those fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen them in crime shows and stuff, so
is everyone who's died, then does that mean...
Since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Yeah, we've seen that. There's a stack of tarps here. Seen a lot of these things. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm done. I was expecting that to happen when I was in the biolab.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. Now, this could be a trap, but even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Yeah, I just don't trust Monokuma. Every time we go to the gym when Monokuma's there, something bad happens. I just know it. Oh, hey, Hero. Oh, Bokuto. Oh, why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! Oh, there was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. Yeah, that was definitely suspicious right there. It's almost Chapter 4 suspicious. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Oh, that! Yeah. Yeah, that's really suspicious. He did, yeah, along with the data center. Now, he left pretty much all the doors unlocked just to give us a fair chance of investigating. But apparently the data center is the only one that's going to be relocked since, well, the mastermind is in there and all. And they don't want to be revealed quite yet. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Okay, well, let's go see Monokuma in the gym. And another one of his introductions in the cutscene. Seriously, that's what, number 5 at least right now?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for the final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better. But I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. What the... It's everybody from Class 78. Except for me, what looks like. So Class 78 did attend school in the past. Oh my goodness. So Monokuma is trying to make everyone suspicious of one another. That's what I'm thinking, because this has to be a trap or something. It featured a bunch of faces I recognize extremely well.
It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time.
Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Oh, of course you should recognize her. After all, you did get her profile. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at the file. Mukuro Ikusaba. And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Well, some people are not wearing quite matching uniforms. Celestia is definitely wearing her usual outfit. Leon, Hifumi, Yoshihiro. I mean, they're all wearing different outfits, pretty much. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out! But, I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. And back to gibberish again.
I guess that means he's done talking.
Damn it. Yeah, that photo is definitely really suspicious, especially coming from Monokuma himself. So in the end, all I found at the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Oh boy. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? It's certainly possible of him. Most likely. And possibly confusing everyone else. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? I think the reason Hiro started avoiding me, I think he must have gotten a similar photograph, except one without Hiro in it. That's my guess anyway, and that's why he's so suspicious. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay, but the question is, where is everybody else? I'm guessing I have to go back to the dining hall. Yeah. Hina's still there. After being kicked out of, well, the dance center. So, this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina? Why? Did Hina receive a similar letter to Hiro? Or similar photo? Why won't you talk to me? Well, Kyoto's certainly not on the second floor of the dormitory anymore. Oh, Byakuya's in the archive now. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. Yeah, so this is Monokuma's game, isn't it? Sending everyone fake photographs. Just so we can all become suspicious of one another. Oh, that's just great, Monokuma. That's just great. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Yeah, exactly the same as Hina and Hiro. Well, there's still two people I have to check. I'm pretty sure Hiro would just avoid me, but I have to check anyway. Hey, Hiro!
Makoto!
What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Yeah, that's cool of you, Monokuma, and you know it. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Oh, great. Huh? Toko? Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I see what she was passed out at. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Oh, of course, Genocide Joe. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were sitting there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Happy father, Shreya Porgy? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
SOB!
And don't say that like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Okay, this must be important somehow because we do get truth bullet about that. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere, doing his own investigating.
Yeah.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Oh, don't worry, Gimmick. We'll find out right now. The fridge. It's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. I'm assuming this is Kyoko. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
Yep. She faints so easily. But Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah, I kind of figured that out already.
I knew
I
it.
suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge. He was in there, and, well, there you have it. Yeah, it must have been pretty bloody if she fainted like that. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her? And I thought it was Toko that came inside, not Genocide Jack. Even though they're technically the same person, I thought Toko was in control right now. At least before she fainted.
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. No, I mean, Genocide Jill / Toko. Yeah, I thought Toko was in control of Genocide Jack right now. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Yeah, we still have to figure out who the buy is. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body isn't here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time. The mastermind probably brought it up here when we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it. Wait over where? You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Oh no, really? It couldn't happen to be this tarp now, could it? It's the same one that... It's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp... Yeah, that's what I thought. The blade... Yeah, because Toko fainted the sight of blood. And so every time she faints or sneezes, here, she switches places with Genocide Jack. Or Genocide Jill. It has a stamp on it that says Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. I think the only person that could have done that as the mastermind because, well, all the doors were... This door was locked. Even during the class trial. I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't.
It would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when it's last occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights they're on, including Murkuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Yeah, it should be 10, not 9. And since it's been updated here to update 9 lights, yeah, this must be pretty suspicious right there. Still much more left to investigate. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. Oh yeah.
After all, she's in it too.
Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. Yeah, kind of like how I'm feeling right now. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. I have a feeling that if she goes talk to Monokuma about the hint, she'll be just as suspicious about me as Makoto's probably suspicious about all the others. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? Most likely. That's gotta be it. No other explanation.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone could do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. And it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Whoa. After death? Hold on, let me check the Monokuma file. Okay, the explosion did not kill them. That happened after the blast. Okay, the stomach wound and the head object were post-mortem, aka after she died. Yeah, the only other explanation that's there is that the other wounds, they're at least several days old. So that means she must have died several days before, at least. Really? The burnt tissue makes things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim was stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. None of those were the killing blows. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression it gives.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old. And yeah, she couldn't have gotten the wounds before she entered the school because, well, according to the profile, did not have a single scar wound. So she must have gotten them during the killing game, or at least the time when she attended the academy.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds. It makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? Not really, it's just we got the Monokuma file right after you found the body. There's a big difference between the two. So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way that they had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Makuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly. You can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? one of many.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by matching the many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Okay, so we have Kyoko's account.
hey,
Okay, so Kyoko's account, let me just confirm it. Yeah, they're post-mortem. So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mokuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
Indeed.
and don't forget about the fender tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Yep.
And?
Is that all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So
And
then,
it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget he was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all that we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Yep, her notebook. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. And after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense. But there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Whoa. What video? What video? Video?
Makoto.
Kodo? I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. After all, their own handbooks can open the lockers, so if she can open that locker, then that might convince her even more. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, you're the team that's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? Class 78, urgent interviews. And it says Class 78, urgent interviews.
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left. I
anyway,
don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means. So just watch and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the truth
Makoto.
boards. Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
in other words,
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I want to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange. To be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So, why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Well, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I could do to keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know. Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check that out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. You know, I thought we would warp to the AV room. Nope. Gotta go down to the first floor. What's on the DVD? I'm just curious about that. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me, it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was. With the headmaster, apparently.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. In his 30s, I'm guessing. Because that was what Alter Ego said.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school.
What?
Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Except... What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
That confirms he's the headmaster. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. Oh, you did? Oh, you completed the Ultra Moon Pokedex today? Oh, that's good. I've recently completed the first Island Ultra Sun Pokedex. Yeah, these GTS trades. Man, those GTS trades. Yeah, I'm just working on pretty much the second one right now. It's still going to take me quite a bit of a while. Probably because of the evolutions and who knows what else. Especially pretty much whatever GTS trading system has to offer, especially the ones with item requirements. Oh gosh. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. Oh, you transferred your son Pokemon. Oh, that probably explains it. I'm just trying to work on completing the on the Pokedex pretty much. Yeah, just by using my Sun Ultra Sun game. Yeah, I'm not going to Sun or Moon. No. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? Wait a minute, that's me! If I remember the intro cutscene, even before we arrived at Hope's Peak Academy, the headmaster got turned into bones by one of Makuma's executions. So I think this is pretty much confirms it right there. We attended Hope's Peak Academy before. Maybe even before the tragedy a year ago. Yeah, this is just a lot to take in right there. What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I'm assuming that the headmaster recorded conversation with everybody, so maybe everyone's memories got stolen. Not just Kyoko's. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
You know, before Monokuma blows you to bits inside a rocket.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which, of course, meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. Oh, Monokuma, what did you do now? What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Or did you have something to do with it, Monokuma?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let a huge expirated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect. A living Dex. A living Dex? Okay.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Oh, great. Yeah, the truth is really hurting a bit. And time for the class trial.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
That's okay.
Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
Oh boy.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Yeah. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. The end for the mastermind. It's time for the final class trial. So, if we're all ready, let's go. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Okay. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, Byakuya, they arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. Hina, Hiro, silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first-class trial.
You called for me, and so I appear.
I'm late!
I'm
Strong
on
silent
fire.
master, so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If that is what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Never mind, it switches back to Toko. Ugh, where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slaughtered in pitch black despair, climaxing in sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. Sorry, I had a little bit of a cough there. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious people. Begin the trial already.
Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared.
Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time.
With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other. And I pretty much have a good reason why. Oh boy, this is not gonna start well. This is not gonna start well at all.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all that soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I've resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body. And finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Get on with the point already, Makoto. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Wow, this place definitely has seen better days. This is the final trial site. What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's a long way last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Chills! Chills! Chills!
Well then, let's begin! Alright, here we go. The final class trial. Already know about the truth bullets, and I definitely have not gained any skill points nor skills, so it's time to start the class trial. All eyes.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, even Monokuma is suspicious about Hiro at this point.
Is the mastermind only one person?
Uh-oh, I have a feeling I know what he's about to say.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
And non-stop debate this early on. I have a feeling it's something to do with the group photo. That's gotta be the reason why.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of...
Okay, that's different.
No, that's wrong.
That's gonna be a bit tougher now.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
Yeah, this is gonna be the toughest class trial. Oh boy, this is not gonna be fun.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Know it.
With the picture you have, I'm in it.
And she's
But
not in
that
it.
can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see all the other 15 students. I figured as much, in which case...
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Okay, Crimson, how you doing? I'm just starting the last class trial of the game. This one too. It's just like I thought. Yeah, everybody but Hiro is in here.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Yeah.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
As typical of Monokuma does. Oh, that's okay, Crimson. That's okay.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is obviously the ones who got the photos.
A gun! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
And I'm going to assume that the picture Byakuya got doesn't include Byakuya at all, just the other 15 students.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Yep, I don't see Byakuya
In
anywhere
other
within
words,
that photo.
Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
Yeah, how was that hint, Monokuma? But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. Yeah, I think, like I said, Crimson, yeah, the game's telling me that this is the final trial of the game. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. Okay. I really don't see much strange. Leon and Junko's faces hidden a bit. Hina's picture. I think there's something odd with Junko, I think. Is that what he's trying to get at? Yeah, her face doesn't look like it's visible in any of the pictures. So that's clearly odd. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... I'm sure it'll come up later on in the trial, I bet.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, no, no. I assure you, they're quite real.
Yeah, but you guys certainly don't remember taking those photos, huh? Didn't you?
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
Yep, you just don't remember ever taking a picture like that before.
So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
Yeah?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Yeah, maybe you just forgot that you even took this picture or these pictures. Some terrible reason. Maybe it has something to do with the tragedy. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Hangman's Gambit. Okay. Amnesia, of course.
Now I understand.
Still better than Chapter 2's version.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
Glad you're taking this well, Hero.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yes.
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Oh, the DVDs! That's gotta be the reason. The other thing, the DVDs. 5? Are you kidding me? 5? Okay, now it's definitely getting tougher.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, Toko, nothing's indecent on that DVD.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us.
Yep.
Including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, it's the truth.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Oh, what is it, Byakuya?
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Yeah.
What were the interviews about?
Oh, they were about, would you like to stay in this school forever?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
Yes.
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
Yep.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then Wait, really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Yep.
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
That's the part I don't quite get just yet.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
And of course, Monokuma is just simply ignoring it.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost.
Yeah.
There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
Which is the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with? To try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yeah, I think just focusing on that trial will help us figure out who the mastermind is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Alright?
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Yep, the mastermind.
That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Actually, yes.
Of course. They have to be here somewhere.
Yep.
What makes you so sure?
You were there with me, Hina.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million...
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
It's all operated from the control room.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Oh, me and Hina did.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
At least one of the original 16 students.
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, and all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
Except that she's dead.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, great.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Or if you know he is a ghost like I tend to believe in, pretty much.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, Calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Yeah.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Nope.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Yep. Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds. Kyoko said that earlier.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Well, who said that the body was only killed in that morning, not, I don't know, before a couple days ago?
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
I have a pretty good idea of who the mastermind might be already.
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Nope. Not possible.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know...
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm...
Okay, this is starting to get a little bit creepy now.
I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me!
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Do we really need a non-stop debate for this? I pretty much know the answer right now. It has to deal with her profile. No scars or wounds on her body before she came to the school.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this
Great,
time.
I missed.
You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
But I missed. No, those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her, and that should become clear.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds.
No!
Sorry I had to use concentration there, but it was pretty much the only way right now.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered the school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Yeah, Byakuya is still not impressed.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Okay, those wounds definitely look familiar to me.
I know I definitely seen something like that before. So now I'm positive. I'm at least 80% sure I know who the mastermind is based on those wounds.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
I'm thinking it could only be the killer. I can't think of any other possibility at this point.
So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. It has to be the mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me.
Oh my gosh, how could I have been such an idiot all this time? Just look at that picture more closely. That's just more proof that was not her. That's just more proof it was not the victim, Mukuro. Instead, it only had to be the mastermind. Oh my gosh, how did I not notice it before?
But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face, Mukuro had a very obvious finger tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, yep. It should be obvious. Yeah, because wasn't the tattoo on the right hand? And yet it was totally clear in that. Okay, looks like we're gonna have another memory bullet here because, yeah, that does not tell us anything.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
Yep.
Or the left hand?
Nope.
Maybe the right foot?
Nope.
Or perhaps the left foot?
Nope.
Or could it be the hand?
Definitely not. Her most notable feature, the tattoo that marked her membership in Fenrir. That tattoo was in a certain easy-to-spot area.
You never saw their face, so you can't have any idea. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Gotcha.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo.
Yep, no tattoo at all. See it quite as clear as day.
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Except that pretty much everybody else had alibis.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Passing the buck on Kyoko once again.
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
Actually, there would be an easy way to prove it's not Kyoko. But it does require her to remove one of her gloves.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything... Ooh. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burnt skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof.
Okay, so that proves neither one of us six was that person who attacked. So, it could only have been the mastermind. So there's nobody else left.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Oh, shut up, Monokuma.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
I doubt that.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Yeah, but if my theory is right, then she must have died soon after the killing game began.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
Nope.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. It has to be the biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
How are you enjoying the stream so far, Crimson and Gimmick?
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that's made its way from the biolab to the garden, and it's obviously that tarp. Straight from the biolab.
I got
That's good, Gimmick. That's good
What
to hear,
makes me
Gimmick.
so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden.
That's good, Crimson. How about you, Gimmick?
When I was checking it over again,
Sorry, Crimson.
I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab.
That's good to hear,
In fact,
Gimmick.
there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
Oh my gosh.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Oh.
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Oh yeah, that major inconsistency. An inconsistency in the biolab? Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Oh my gosh, such a spoiled child he is.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
Still going on about that from chapter 1, I see. What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family?
I don't care about that anymore, Monokuma.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah. I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to show him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Bullet time battle with Monokuma, surprisingly.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Still as easy as ever.
I'm not listening!
It has to be the lights.
This should prove it.
Gotcha, Monokuma. Gotcha.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is... the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Getting worked up again, aren't you, Monokuma?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Yeah, I've gotten used to how the bullet time battle goes. X to lock on to statement, triangle to fire at all statements you locked on, and square to reload the bullets.
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Plus, I am kind of good at rhythm games, so that helps as well.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in.
Yeah, it was 9, which was incredibly strange.
And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
And here I thought even you would understand, Hero. 9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10 lights. 1 for each of the dead bodies.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, then Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And victim was number 10 was Mukuro. Sorry.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The masterminds destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
Okay, I have several problems with that already. One, how would they be able to dispose of one of the bodies without being caught? And second of all, why not just get rid of Mukuro's body at that?
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
My guess would have to be the Mastermind's body, of course.
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanation for more murders than victims, why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? If the same person was technically killed twice?
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that
could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
Yep.
Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And based on the wounds on her body, I know who that someone else is.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Yep.
Nothing's gonna become obvious, because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Monokuma, really? Another useless bullet. So, memory bullet time.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Nope.
Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata?
You can see why I'm loading up that
Chihiro
bullet.
Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia
Celestial
whatever?
Ludenbug, goddammit!
Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was
No, that's wrong.
And that should tell you who the true mastermind is. Isn't that right, Junko?
Junko.
Or Junko?
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Yeah, remember this?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up.
Yep.
That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Yep.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
That's the only conclusion I can think of.
Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
I'll tell you in the next stream. So before I go, anything you want to say in the chat, Crimson or Gimmick? Anything you want to say at all? No, thanks, Gimmick. What about you, Crimson? No, thanks, Crimson. Well, thank you all for watching. And in the next stream, we'll be able to figure out who that mastermind is, although you two probably have a pretty good idea, right, Crimson Gimmick? Well, we'll see you in the next stream, so thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good day/night. Until the next stream, fare thee well. Good night, everybody.